Hi. Merry Christmas, everyone. This is a special day for lots of people who obviously celebrate Christmas. And you're probably wondering what this video is. A video on Christmas Day titled Thank You Community. So yeah, this video is going to be very, very different to what I normally do. So today we are going to be talking about um, the community and what I'm thankful for from it, and yeah. Um, One of the reasons why I decided to make this video was because the other day, me and a certain other member of the community had a long talk in the night. I don't know if it was night for him because he's 6 hours behind. Because like for example, like when it's like 12 p.m. for me, it's like 6 p.m. Like so he's like 6 a.m. You know what I mean. Um, and yeah, and that person is La Papa, and me and La Papa had a really good talk. Obviously, you can see here on screen lots of screenshots from our talk. Just because it was a great conversation. And yeah, and that's basically the reason why I decided to do this video, and I was thinking of doing it anyway, but this kind of like reinforced the decision. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about everything that I'm thankful for you guys and from you guys. So yeah, let's get started. So another thing I'm going to be talking about in the video is um, well, you know what? You'll see. So I've got like lots of different things to talk about here, so I'm just gonna go. So okay, I did the intro and I talked about the conversation I had with the Papa. I'm just reading off a checklist. Next is say I don't like Christmas for private reasons. Okay, yeah, I don't like Christmas. I know that probably isn't gonna make people happy. To the people who do celebrate Christmas, and if you don't, that's absolutely fine. That's just not what you do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like Christmas for private reasons. I will not give out the reasons why I don't like Christmas. It's private. um, so yeah, even though this is being posted on Christmas Day, and I wasn't originally thinking of posting on Christmas Day just so I could get people to do what they wanted during the day and celebrate it and whatever, I just thought I'd upload it today. And obviously, you don't have to watch this straight away. You can open up all your presents and eat your Christmas dinners and have your Christmas puddings or whatever first. You can watch this whenever you want, or you don't even have to watch it at all. It's completely up to you. Um, so yeah, next, talking about the timeline of the community. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to talk about the timeline, or my timeline of my experience with the community. I accidentally played a video there. Um, so yeah, we're gonna start at the very beginning. I have talked about my timeline of all my time on PlayStation Network before, which was on the 8-hour stream that I did. Um, yeah, I did do that. Um, but we're just gonna go again. But we're only gonna do it for this community, not for all my time on PlayStation Network, because that's a whole other story. And if you want to see all of my time on PlayStation Network explained throughout and everything, then you can go on my 8-hour stream, and yeah, you can go check that out. But let's talk about the timeline of my timeline of the community, which later on, this first part doesn't relate to everything else and everyone else, but it soon will. So to start off, um, in the year 2020, on September 11th, I did my first ever piece of YouTube content, which was titled Minecraft PlayStation 4 Stream in brackets 1 dash Battle, Tumble, and a Hello Neighbor map. Yeah, so I did that stream, which was the first ever piece of content you can see on my channel. and I did lots of other Minecraft streams because at first the reason why I started streaming, I don't know. I think I just wanted to. I just felt like it. I know that's weird, but I just did, I guess. So I did. I started streaming. Um, and then I did more Minecraft streams, and I had a few people who I played with. And a bit before this which was when the community for me started, which was the first person I met in this community was Terabera Van Kata, and then I met K King and Dapper Kappa, and then I met a few other people who aren't really around anymore. So yeah, and I also met Falterin, and not many people know who Falterin is, but Falterin's other friend, who you do know, is Damien, Dixie Desperado, Digital Spirit, all the names he's had. Um, and excluding, so other than Terry being the first person I met in the community, it was technically Luke, because I met Luke around when Battle Minigame first started, when it first came out, because I played Battle Minigame on the day it came out on June 21st, 2016, and soon after that, I had my own little community on PlayStation 3 Edition, and one of those community members was Luke. So he's not really around these days, but he's been in the community for a bit. Kind of in its middle era. Anyway, to continue, I did a few more streams. I did 6, and then I did my first ever video, which was Ryan's top 10 favorite battle maps. So yeah, that was my first proper video, and then I did another stream, and then I did my second ever video, which was a trailer for like a Doctor Who series, which obviously I haven't ended up doing. And let's not name every single video and stream I do, but let's just run through. So I did more streams. I did all Mashup Worlds ranked, and then I did some Need for Speed streams. Did more Minecraft. Did some announcement videos. Then I started playing Cuphead. Then I did a Christmas video with Damien and I think it was Danny the Gamer Boy. Did more Cuphead. Just started Terraria, and then was the beginning of the community getting a lot bigger and better, because on January 2nd, 2021, I uploaded a video called the Battle Minigame Championship Trailer, which is currently my most viewed regular video, but it may have been passed by another video, which is all battle maps ranked from worst to best, but I don't know. And then I got a YouTuber called Mr. Sharky, who some of you may know. I know some of you do know who he is, because some of you did watch him before you had a clue of like who I was. And Mr. Sharky, he made a promotion video for the Battle Minigame Championship, which is sadly now deleted. I don't really know why, but I don't really want to go into that. But yeah, he made a video to promote the tournament, and I went from something like, I think it was like 30 or 40 subscribers to 100 subscribers in like a couple weeks, which was crazy. And yeah, it really was crazy. And then a bit after that, I did the information video, and then I did the first ever match, which was on the 8th of January, which was only 6 days after the trailer was uploaded, with those two people being Panzermorder and Man. What is your question? Sorry, some of you may get the reference, some may not. And then after that, I did my first ever BMGC practice stream. We've done lots of those over the course of the community. And then yeah, BMGC ran like crazy. All I uploaded really was BMGC videos, as well as a few other videos like announcements. And then, right after the 11th match, which was actually the first match that I was in versus K-King, I started my first ever building contest, which was the Killing Spree building contest. And yeah, that tournament, I don't know if it's my favourite building contest I've done, but I think it was one of the greats. And then I did a few more Terraria streams, which ended. And then right after I ended my last Terraria stream, I started something new called the Monkomedia SMP, which ended horribly. Alright, let's carry on. I did a couple short videos, like Don't Even Put That TNT, like I showed a 5-year-old with TNT in battle, which was the Waypause. Then I did the teleports behind you video. I carried on with the SMP. I carried on with BMGC practice, and I also carried on with um, the matches of BMGC. Then I started doing GTA 5 streams, and I also started Who's Next. And then the Killing Spree building contest was done, and then the winner of that was SQNZ, who ended up building an incredible map for that contest. And then I started the next building contest, which was the Skywars building contest. Then I uploaded the Night Shift trailer, which never even happened. Then I started the next building contest after the Skywars one finished, which was the Mega Race building contest. Then I did some Battle Challenge videos. I did the Game Station Olympics trailer, which ended up being one of my worst videos I've ever done on my channel. I finished the Mega Race building contest, went on to the Custom Battle Map building contest. Game Station Olympics had started, which only had one match, and lots of other stuff. Oh yeah, that's when... and then also around this time, BMGC Section 3 started, and also before that, it was the video with all battle maps ranked from worst to best, which is going on to be my most viewed regular video. Then it was the 5-year anniversary of Battle Minigame where I streamed it, and it was one of the best streams and probably one of the best pieces of content I've done on my channel. And then the final of the BMGC rolled around. The final 2 matches of Section 5 before the final were me versus Terry, and then it was me who ended up being the winner, and it was also La Papa versus the Troller, and La Papa beat the Troller, and then it was me versus La Papa in the live final of the Battle Minigame Championship Season 1, and then La Papa went out to be the Battle Champion, and I could not be happier for La Papa for winning that. And then I did my first tier list video, which was BMGC Players Tier List, and I will do a BMGC Season 2 Players Tier List once the second tournament is finished. And then I did 2 pieces of content, which is some of the best content on my channel, which was the Minecraft Hello Neighbor streams that I did with La Papa. It has some of the funniest moments that out of all the time in the community. Then right after I did those Hello Neighbor Hello Neighbor streams with La Papa, that influenced me to do a Hello Neighbor house building contests. And even though at first I thought, oh, this would be a cool idea because I love Minecraft and Hello Neighbor, Hello Neighbor in Minecraft. It didn't really end good because only one person entered the contest, which was Luke. And even though it was only one person, he submitted an incredible building contest submission, which was his Hello Neighbor house, obviously, and ended up being the second best building contest map out of any of the maps that have been in building contests. Then Infamous's Killing Spree building contest number 2 started, where I started to build one of the most iconic builds in the community, which was Champion's Killing Spree. And we did more short videos, which was with me, La Papa, and Terry, which was Shiny, the Battle and Bad Piggies video, Stampio Media, and then me, Terry, and La Papa did the Who's Most Likely To and Who Knows Who Best between my 2 best friends. And also it was around now when the Battle Minigame Championship Duos started. Carrying on, and then I started my first ever Detective O Media video, which was the identity of our content feed, which ended up getting 400 views, which was a very successful video. I do really want to make another Detective O Media episode because I really love those videos. Then I started my skill compilation, starting off with Dream O Media, and then I uploaded a video, which is one of the best videos on my channel, which was Mr. Incredible finds out about eliminated BMGC players, and ended up being, I believe, my 3rd most viewed regular video, with 944 views currently. Then I started doing some short videos with Arnie. And then I started Monkomemes Monday, which was my worst piece of content I've ever done on my channel. However, I then started my funny moment compilation videos, which is always a fan favourite. Carrying on, this is when I started the Battle Minigame Championship Blitz. And then during those 10 weeks, well, I say 11 weeks because I think it was the 2nd or 3rd week where I couldn't do one of the matches because that's when I ended up getting COVID for the first and only time currently. Did a few more short videos, did my second skill compilation video, and then Christmas Day rolled around and I did my Monkomedia quiz video, which was pretty fun. And then the teaser for winning the Monkomedia quiz was for Legacy Civil War, which uploaded shortly after that, which ended up being, in my opinion, content on my channel. Legacy Civil War parts 1 and 2 were great. And then BMGCB was still continuing. Right after Legacy Civil War, we were about to start match 8. Then we did the Shrunk Survive and Did You Know This short videos. And then I did another announcements video, more draw videos. And then I did a video where I ranked my top 10 favourite songs by DA Games, which was one of the most unique videos I had done. Did my third compilation video. And then I started the beginning of the Skyblock Islands. Yeah, so that was alright. I wish that continued more, but sadly didn't. Sorry, I'm just checking. Okay. And then around that time was when BMGCB ended and La Papa went on to win. Carrying on, I did a smash or pass with all with all 1,643 skins. I did the 100 sub special stream for our Lord and Saviour La Papa. I then started the next building contest, which was the Capture the Tower building contest. No, it wasn't. Sorry, no, that was the Battle Map Idea building contest. And then I did a secret trailer, which ended up being my third best video on my channel, and that trailer was for the Battle Minigame Championship Season 2, which is still going on right now. Did more skill compilation videos, and that's when BMGC Season 2 started with Super Jackson 6 versus Joshua the Great. And then April Fool's rolled around when I did the video titled A Normal Battle Round, where it wasn't a normal battle round because it was in Bedrock Edition. Then I did my 8-hour Minecraft stream. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, that's when I talked about all my time of being on PlayStation Network. Then Battle of the Build started, where I was joined by Steven. And then the Battle Map Idea building contest ended, and Clem came out on top with an amazing city build for that contest. The 5th skill compilation video, which is probably my favourite one, titled Skill Zone Media, uploaded. Oh yeah, and then I did my top 10 favourite building contest builds / maps, with the one that came out on top, with it being La Papa's custom battle minigame map, which was an incredible map. Then we did the first and only BMGC Season 2 practice stream, which was a lot of fun. Then I finally continued to do Battle of the Builds after a few months of not doing it. And then after that, we did Battle of the Builds a lot more. Yeah. Then the Cuphead DLC came out, and I did a video on that, and I played lots of that, and it was a lot of fun. Then we had a tragic moment in the community, for not only this community, but for the whole of Minecraft community, which was the passing of Technoblade, who sadly died on the 1st of July 2022. Well, I don't know if he actually died on that date, but that's when the news came around, or maybe the day before, I don't know, sorry. Yeah, then we did more funny compilations, did more Battle of the Builds, and more matches. Then the Capture the Tower building contest ended, and the winner of that was it was Mike, who was that was his first time ever winning one of my building contests. And yeah, carrying on. Oh, that's when Game Showdown started, which was alright, I guess. And yeah, and then Section 2 of the Battle Minigame Championship Season 2 started, and we are currently also in Section 2, so we're starting to get into more modern time now. Then I uploaded my top 10 worst and top 10 best Monkomedia videos, with my worst video being the Monko Memes Monday, and ended up being Legacy Civil War. I did another skill compilation video, tried beating Terraria all in one stream, but failed because I got a network error. Did more funny compilations, uploaded more matches, did Battle of the Builds, and here we are right now. So yeah, that is the timeline of my community, mainly my YouTube, my YouTube story from from the community. Obviously, a lot more stuff happened. We had lots of funny moments. I played together with friends so many times that it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. All right, just under 20 minutes through this video now, and we still got a lot more to talk about. So, let's continue. So, let's talk about some of my main builds and projects that I was able to make during my time in the community. I made lots more of my Minecraft Hello Neighbor maps. I already had, I think it was only one that I was already built, which was the 5th one, and then I built all the others, including Hello Neighbor 8, which ended up being my biggest and best Hello Neighbor house, and ended up being currently my best thing that I've ever built in Minecraft. Some other great things that I was able to build was the Game Station Olympics World with all of those mini games, Champions Killing Spree, Champions Capture the Tower, yeah, a few other stuff as well. So yeah, that's what. So lots of projects from me, were, and then lots of projects came from other people because of this community. Yeah, I'm saying all this because like all of these builds and projects from not only me but everyone else, which I'm about to say, some of the main builds from other people, is because of this community being alive. If this community wasn't alive and I had no one else to play with, I wouldn't have built all these things. There would have been no Champions Killing Spree or even the original Killing Spree. There would have been no no Hello Neighbor maps. There would have been no nothing. So those builds and these videos and this community being alive is because of us as a community thriving and playing this dead version of the game. But it's because we love it, and it's where we can call home, I guess, and like an extra home. I don't know. Anyway, other people's builds / projects that came from the community being alive. Mike Knight 21 has built an incredible castle on Bedrock. I don't know for sure if that he's actually done that because of the community, but still, that's an incredible build. We've had lots of incredible builds from the building contests, like Lapapa's Battle Map, Luke's Hello Neighbor Map, My Champion's Killing Spree, SQNZ's Killing Spree, and a few others. Just so many great builds and projects, and tournaments and videos. We've actually had a song by Mike Knight 21. So many great pieces of content and everything has came from the community. Just think about this. We are a community for a dead version of the game that is no longer being updated, that hasn't been updated in nearly 3 years. I think it was the end of 2019 when Bedrock came along and you couldn't get Legacy anymore unless you already had the previous version of Minecraft. We're the reason why all these videos, all these builds, all this happiness, all these great moments from the community, we're the reason why that's happened. Because we as a community have stood strong, stood our ground. We had a few people who have disrespected us for being here on this platform, on this old version of Minecraft, and be like, just join Bedrock, just join Java. Your version of the game is dead. No, it's not. So many people have said to me in YouTube comments or just PlayStation messages, you're wasting your time of playing this dead version of the game. Join Bedrock and actually be with the rest of us. No. The answer is no. Because we are happy where we are. Okay, moving on. I got another thing also. This community, for a dead version of Minecraft, with only a handful of players, less than 1,000, probably less than 100. We've had people from all around the world: England, Wales, Ireland, France, USA, Canada, Saudi Arabia, Germany, Bulgaria, Romania, and so many more countries. People from all around the world have stood their ground in this community because it's fun, because they love it, because they love the people, the gameplay, the legacy of Minecraft Legacy. Now we're gonna be doing something which I don't know. Let's just do it. I'm gonna list some players who I am thankful for and give reasons why, because you guys deserve it. I would not be here if it wasn't for everybody else. So thank you to everybody. Let's start off. Alright, I'm not going to list every single player in the community because I don't know every single player, and I haven't like too well. So to the players who I don't really know well or haven't played that much with, I am sorry that I'm not individually listing you out. But all of the people who I'm not about to mention are most of the people of the community. So you're probably in terms of the community as a whole, you're probably the people to be thankful for still being here, for keeping the community alive. So thank you. But the rest of the people who I'm about to list out is more closer to me. So that's why I'm individually listing out these people. So there's only a handful of people here, so let's just start. Terry Venkata. You were the first person I ever met in this community, other than Luke, but that doesn't count. I met you after a week of getting unblocked from a toxic PlayStation friend group, and it was so great that I could meet you and play in your world and play the tunnels minigame. I'm sorry, I forgot what it was called. Yeah, it was just so much fun, and I've had a few differences recently, so I'm sorry about that. That's all to me, and yeah. So thanks, Sarah. You've been here for the longest. I'd say you're probably the third best player in terms of PvP in this community after me and LaPapa. So keep it up. Even though you're not here very much, because I know you're always moving around and stuff like that, it's still great that you're in the community, so thank you, man. DTXC Daniel, by the way, this order, it's kind of in a specific order, but not really. So I don't know. Don't be like, oh, this is your friend order from worst to best. It's not really. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, DTXC Daniel, you've been kind of one of the newer players in terms of the whole length of the community, because I think you only got here around the end of BMGCB. But you've been, I mean, in terms of like me and BMBT, I don't know, you've probably still been actually in the community. But yeah, Daniel, you're really funny. Um, you're very nice as well. You're one of the nicest people. You never ever get mad. You just go along with everything. And yeah, Daniel, you're patient. You're great. And yeah, Flame 737. Same with Daniel. You're also very nice. You never get mad. You're very patient. You're also very funny. Like, one of the funniest moments was not in the newest funny compilation, but the last one was when you were in that house and you were in the bathtub and you were like, "Oh, I'm having a seizure." Like, even my sister said she was watching that video, and she never watches any of my videos. And she said her and her friends were laughing at that. So that, yeah, Flame, you're great. Detroller, Unkind Brick. Yeah, Unkind Brick was what your name at the very start of this community. You've been in this community for so long. You've been in this community for like the longest. Well, not the longest, but one of the people who've been in it for. Um, you're probably the most iconic person without a mic, and like you're one of the most known people in the community also, because you're always putting yourself out there and stuff like that. And even though we haven't had a video from you in over a year, it's still great that you're still playing with us and everything, and you're very funny when chatting in messages and stuff. And even though you're not allowed to actually talk to us in mic and even by message, it's still I'm thankful that you risk getting yourself told off just to be with us, and we love having you here, man, or woman, because we don't. Yeah, I don't know. I won't go into that. Random Pro 1, Cybercube, you. Same with Terry. We've had our differences a lot, which is all down to me most of the time. I'll say like probably 90% of the time. And it's only until recently where I've realised that like you're not as bad as I thought, and I don't know, and you're very nice, and even though yeah, like I said, even though we've had our differences, you've still been nice to the end, and you never really get mad or toxic or anything like that, which is great. So yeah, next, Adrian. Um, I've played with you a lot with La Papa, and you are a blast to play with. You're so funny. Um, I know I've also had a bit of differences. I mean, I've had differences with lots of people, but Adrian, you're really. I like you a lot. You're a great friend. So yeah, thanks to La Papa for bringing in Adrian, because La Papa and Adrian are like they've known each other IRL. So thanks to La Papa for letting me meet Adrian, because yeah, he's really cool. Next, Clemmy, Thomas. You're great. You're so funny. You um you've played with. You're one of the people I've played with the most in the community. Um, you're really funny around other people as well. You get. I don't know. Clem, you're great. So thank you for being here for this long. So yeah, next Sonic, Ductendo. You've been with me in this community for a very long time. You're one of the funniest people in this community. Um, you you've been up to do anything pretty much. Even though some people may not like your views on the world or whatever, that doesn't matter. Sonic, you're great. You've been with me for a long time, and I don't think you'll be going anywhere, which is great, unless you suddenly like dip out the community. I don't know. Next, C Justin MC, Steven. Steven, along with Sonic. Hey, you're funnier than Sonic. You're one of the funniest people in the community as well. You have done so many things that are funny, that are in funny compilations and stuff. Um, you've really tried to do your own things with tournaments and stuff, kind of, which is also great. And even though you've said recently that you might be leaving the community or whatever, obviously I don't like that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So if that means you have to leave the community, then we'll all be there waving. Next, Damien, you've been with me before the Battle Minigame Championship even started. I actually met Damien. To those who don't know, in my 6th ever stream, my Minecraft stream. During that stream, it's in a pinned comment. On stream was when I met Damien for the first time. And yeah, after I met him, I played with Damien so much. Sadly, after the Battle Minigame Championship started, I played with him a bit less because of all the new people and me being busy with the matches and other videos and stuff like that. But Damien has still been around for a long time. He kind of ruined the first tournament a bit when he got rid of half of the members of the Battle Minigame Championship community. He literally did a Thanos. He snapped his fingers, but you know what? Whatever. Um, and yeah, yeah, Damien, you got to open up more, man. Next, um, Mike Nike 21, Mike NF Nike. I'm probably gonna call you my second best friend I've had in the community for the whole duration. As a whole, Mike is probably my second best friend that I've had. Me and Mike have had so many funny moments together. we did have two videos called Monkomedia 1 and 2, which were obviously only with funny moments from me and Mike, even though those videos were deleted, because me and Mike have had, I'd say, mainly two massive, in brackets, wars, like massive fights, but we've always got back and we've always been friends, um, and yeah, even though I know, Mike, you prefer to play with other people because I rage too. But even though these days I don't rage as much, but I know you don't really want to risk it, so you play with other people like Sonic and Random, but that's fine. But I just hope Mike can give me more of a chance for me to play with him, just because I know I've changed, and yeah. Before I say my final person, which I'm sure all of you know, I just want to give a quick thanks to Mike, Random, and Clem for helping me recently a couple of weeks ago when I was feeling very low. I was quite depressed because I've got no friends in real life. I've only got the community to be thankful for being by my side, and they really helped me when I was feeling low. They offered to play with me. Mike offered to play GTA 5 with me, even though he hates playing GTA 5. So yeah, thank you, you three. And the final person I'm thankful for is obviously La Papa. Um, some people may be like, oh, you should hate La Papa. He beat you in the final of the Battle Minigame Championship. He made you lose. He ended up being the winner. I could not be happier about La Papa winning that tournament. If there was a single person who I would have wanted to win the Battle Minigame Championship, it would have been La Papa, and he did it because he is the best player in this community at PvP. He's better than he's better than Grim, he's better than me, he's better than Terry, he's better than Donkey Kong. I know that's some bold words, but I don't know. La Papa is also, in my opinion, the funniest in this community. He's been so funny. Lots of funny moments have been with La Papa. He's one of the best builders. He's one of the best editors. And he's just great. He's been with me for so long. He's always up to do something, and he's sadly been busy with so many stuff in real life. So and not only that, he's 6 hours behind. So me and La Papa don't actually get to play too often, um, which is a shame. But the time we do get to play together is some of the best moments I've ever had in this community. Thank you, Alexis. You really, to me, you're my best friend in this community. Um, and yeah, thank you to everybody who I just listed out again, and thank you to everybody who I didn't say. Sorry once again that I don't individually list you out, but those people that I listed out specifically are the people who have been closest to me. But everybody else is still as thankful. Like, I should still be as thankful for those people for still being here in the community, keeping it alive. So thank you. Okay, we're coming up to the end of the video now. I just have to say a couple more things. On January 1st, which is in a week's time, next Sunday, I'm going to be uploading a video where I'm going to be saying a few New Year's resolutions. I've never ever done New Year resolutions, so why not do some? Because I've got a few things that I need to do in my life to get back to being a better person. Then the day after that, I going to be announcing a brand new building contest. I don't know actually what the subject of that is going to be yet, but I'll think of something. So yeah, January 2nd, new building contest. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm sure it'll be something where lots of people can take part in. And then yeah, we can get even greater builds that are out of the community, along with some of the best ones. So yeah. And going back to what I said about some of my best builds, some of the best builds that I've done. Like I said, I've built Hello Neighbor houses, including Hello Neighbor 8, Champions Killing Spree, Champions Capture the Tower, Game Station Olympics, lots of those mini games. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff. But yeah, lots of stuff. And I'm currently working on probably the biggest project that I've ever done in Minecraft. Not going to say what it is. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's probably going to be a couple months. We'll see. Soon I'll be giving teasers about it in community posts and stuff like that. So keep your eyes on those community posts for not only those, but make sure you're also voting in my tournament, which is the who do you think is better at PvP in this community. Make sure you guys are going on my community posts on YouTube to vote for the players who you think is better. So yeah, a big build project coming soon. Can't wait for it to be done. So yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you so much, community, for everything you've done, for being here, for staying by my side, for being in my videos and my tournaments, and for playing with me, and for subscribing, and for looking at my videos, and for the likes, and for the comments. And yeah, thank you, community.